both thought it was just a pleasant sunset on the sea. Suddenly, the water surface began to shake violently. She looked up and saw that it was broken. Her best friend was gone. There was only a motorboat on the sea. When a cold breath hit her heart, her best friend finally surfaced. Suddenly, Sui Shi started to swim towards the raft. No one understood what had happened just now. The woman's boyfriend swam to get the motorboat back. Suddenly, a huge tail fell out of the water. The two women were instantly frightened by the huge tail. They could only grab the motorboat tightly. Their voices were hoarse, but her boyfriend was dragged into the water by a mysterious force. He struggled in the water for a few minutes. It was not easy for him to come out again. The two women hurriedly grabbed the man. Who would have thought that they would meet here? The man was dragged down again. In just a few seconds, the sea turned a strange red color. There were also strange noises around. It was not the same as the gentle goldfish in their memory. When they were lost, there was a stone in the distance. It became their only hope. In order not to alarm the terrible monster, they could only hold their breath and slide a little in the water. The stone was right in front of them. They finally let their breath out. But not long after, the sound of the strange noise was heard again. When they looked down, the monster had flown away. The goldfish was right under them. They were about to reach the stone. Unexpectedly, a huge force pulled the raft back. The two women looked pale at this time. When they looked back, they found that the rope of the raft was stuck to the goldfish. She used her strength to pull it back. Unexpectedly, there was another terrible chaos on the water. She saw a goldfish with a curved sword. She rushed towards them. They have never seen such a scary thing in their lives. This guy not only has a curved sword, but also makes a sharp sound that can shock the eardrums. The goldfish looked at them and turned a few times, but there was no movement. It came back to life again. It was like playing a deadly hide-and-seek game with them on purpose. They knew in their hearts that if they kept doing this, they would never be able to escape. After a long struggle, Maddie decided to give up this stupid raft. But she was so scared that her legs were weak. She didn't dare to swim at all. There was no way. She had to pull back on the raft. At the same time, Sui Shi was about to meet the goldfish. The goldfish with a curved sword turned around immediately and chased her. Just at this moment, Sui Shi climbed on the goldfish. She was there for half a minute. She came back to life, but Maddie was still trapped in the water. The situation was critical. The failure to escape just now scared her to death. At this moment, she was shaking all over. She was so scared that she didn't dare to move. What's worse, the raft was starting to leak. There was no choice. Maddie had to risk her life to gamble. When she saw it, she jumped into the water. Her two legs were like an all-wheel drive motor. She tried her best to get out of the water. Run! Fortunately, it was just a false alarm. She finally escaped death. The two remaining women hugged each other tightly and comforted each other. At this moment, Sui Shi's legs had been cut by the goldfish. Maddie quickly took off her coat and began to bandage her wound. After they calmed down, they realized the real terror had come. Because those goldfish had already taken them as their own prey. And this goldfish was just a temporary meal they prepared for the prey.